Hey War Barn fans, how's everybody doing today? What I thought I'd show to everybody is I got a chance to go to my storage facility where the 38T is and other projects. So today I'm going to do a little bit more of a in-depth overview and show you what I got, where I'm at, and the little steps I'm taking to get this taken care of. So behind me here, let's start with the turret. The turret, original turret, when these became antiquated, some of them were put on a defense wall over in Norway. Okay, this thing is fairly complete. I was able to use some parts that I got here and there to complete most of it. So yeah, let's start at the top. I have the hatch, the locking mechanism. That's all there. The hinges are correct. What I don't have is this little single hole cover, aperture, whatever you want to call it. It's not there. Not a big deal. That'll be something easy to make. Of course, I'm going to have leather seals made in here. You can see the vision ports. I touched base on that on an earlier video. Yeah, but here you go. So back of it, excellent condition, pretty good. I think there's one crack someplace, which will be easy to fix. So on this side here, I just showed you the turret winder. This is where the turret winder will mount, right here, and there's that locking mechanism that'll go right on there. So yeah, let's go to the front here. Here is the armored periscope housing for the all-around optics. That's for the commander, so that goes right there. That's one of the prisms that'll fit inside of here. I have most of them. I don't have for the driver's position. Some of the glacis broke. We'll fix that. But all these visors, the positions where they go in, they're all ready to go. All loosened up, all primed. I'll slide in there once I get new glass, get it cleaned up. This will close up. And then, of course, this is where the bumpers go, so you don't knock your head. You don't knock your head, and you don't, kill yourself. Same on there. There's a little bumper that goes on there if you fold it down. And that's, of course, if the optics are trash and you want to look straight through the sight. And there you go. You can see a little bit of light. So that's what you do. You slide out the prism, or which is, inside there, or just fold this down, and you can look directly and bypass the prism. So there you go. There'll be bumpers here. There's bumpers there. You can see where the holes are. Well, you can see a little bit better here where the screws were holding the bumpers. And then here is where the commander's optics go. So the commander's optics, I am going to take home and I'm going to restore it. I'm going to show you a little bit more like that in the next video. I have it. Let me show you really quick, and we'll go back to the front of the turret. So there it is over there. I got a kind of obscure, but I'll get you a better video on that. Excellent condition. Everything separates, everything swivels. Of course, the glacis broke. I'll have to work on that. It'll need all of the rubber bumper pieces. So here we go in the front. Front is fairly complete. I have a deactivated cannon, deactivated per two countries requirements. No breach, which is fine with me. Here is where the aperture that rotates for the gun sight. So the gun sight will go in there, and I have all those little pieces too. The machine gun, sorry that this is obscured, but I'm kind of like cramped for space here. I had to put this on the Opel Blitz, frame. So that's where machine gun goes. Yeah, I have the machine gun mounts. I have the machine gun belt. I have the machine gun deactivated, fully deactivated, cannot be operated. So that'll be good. I have the mantlet housing, but I don't have actually the mantlet, or some people call it the cradle, to hold the gun. So that could be fabbed up. I have somebody that actually might be making it. In the front here, this is where the commander's vision and optics will go. Yeah, all-round optics for the commander I have, and then the optics for looking straight forward. We also have, and I also have a seat for this turret, which simply just hangs down, if you can see there, on the turret wing. So you can just lift it up, put it down, move it over, but basically it would go right about there. Okay, so there's the front. Here's another single hole. I do have the correct cover for it. I forgot if I have the spring mechanism or not. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let me see underneath here. No, I don't. So that's something that's going to have to be fabbed up. Not a big deal. I actually have the armor cover, so that's good. So yeah, a little overview on the turret really quick. I'm going to give you a look at that. Original, real deal, wartime. Okay, so it's got some dirty bird markings on it as well. This was bent We heated it up, straightened out. That's to handle the hop on the top. Okay, so let's start at the back of the chassis. So, a little dark in here. I got all the lights on I can get, guys. That's about it. I had a lot of things stored in here. Okay, I got them out. It's still dirty. What can you do? So, you can see that line right here. Okay, this is where, after the war, they took this license-built chassis and made an APC. Okay, it actually came out, the metal came out this way and the body was here. So it was a much bigger structure, you know, after the war. But that's okay. We're bringing it back to where it should be. So here is the track adjusters for the idler wheel. This one's cracked. So that I'm going to have welded, or I'll have this this new piece made. Over there is the other track adjuster. So here's some scrap metal. That's when I cut out the turret ring there on top, on that top piece. So anyhow, so yeah, completely gutted. This is where the engine will go. You can see where the original mounts are, I believe, underneath the sand. Okay, the sand is from my bead blasting cabinet. I was using it in here for room. But anyhow, that's where the original motor will go. Some people say, hey, how do you know it's original? I can see the original motor mounts to where it was. Of course, after the war, they moved the motor up in the middle over by the light. So we'll have to fab some transmission parts, or transmission brackets, of course, too. So here's the inside. Our rear idlers are great condition. Most of the wheels are in great condition. This is part of the inside of the turret ring. A cover, once we get it all together, this will cover up the turret, bearings, and also the teeth. You won't see the teeth. This will slide with the turret. Okay, return rollers in great condition. Most of the rubber on these road wheels are really, really good. So, for example, I was toying of maybe fixing something like this, but I think it's okay. I think that there's only one, maybe two, like this one here, that actually needs to be re-rubbered. So it can be done. Conventional, basic, standard leaf spring system. So it should be in pretty good condition. So, yeah. But I'll probably still take it apart, take a look at the bearings, if there's any sleeves, any bushings that need to be addressed, we'll take a look at. Here's a bump stop, okay, that I welded when we were welding these side plates. So these side plates, you can see the line where the APC body was grafted on. Cut that off. Here are the new side plates. Yeah, I'm using carriage bolts, but I don't care. Okay, I think it's going to work out fine. We might even put a little weld on the inside here or there, just so it's nice and strong. So this is post-war armor, but I consider myself lucky. I'm able to utilize wartime armor, or not wartime, I mean actual armor, to restore this. So here is the angle iron. I had to put some reinforcements in there. I cut those little triangle shapes in there. I don't know if you can see that. Try to space them out as best I could according to the pictures that I had. And there you go. So here's the inside. This would be the fighting compartment. Okay. Turret would go right on top of here. The turret could go on. I'd be more comfortable to have the front plate and this rear plate put on. So yeah, so let's go back. I want to show you something. Something I thought about is when they put all that extra weight and they beefed up the APC on this original wartime frame. This cracked, and that's probably because they just kept on adding weight on there. So yeah, back here we'll have a plate. A couple times they popped up. I actually bought some rear sheet metal, original sheet metal and plates for the rear here, like an engine cover that would go right here. But that's stuck in Ukraine. I don't know if I'll ever get it again. So a lot of this stuff is just going to have to be fabbed up. This will be easy to make, this rear piece. One guy has the doors and the vents that go into the engine compartment original. I might buy that off of him. If not, it all can be made. The good thing is I have your basic dimensions. I have the floor dimensions. I have how wide it is, how tall it is. Once I get the engine in the right spot, I'll know how to space a lot of these things. So yeah, pretty dirty, but there's actually been a lot of work done. We cut the top off. There was brackets for seats, for troops, for ammunition, not the correct ammunition. There was storage bins. All that was cut off. So at one point, I'll have to make the correct ones. Of course, that's secondary There's brackets for like a flare gun, for a machine pistol, for a first aid kit that go inside here. Other maintenance items. There's ammo bins that would go on the side. So that, to me, it's not that big of a deal. Make it more cramped. And of course, up here inside the turret on the back, there's storage for ammunition as well. All that I consider secondary. Got to get it going, got to get it rolling, try to do the best that I can. So up here is where the radio operator. So on the left side, this vehicle, once again, is operated from the right side. So the right side is where it'll be driven from. Okay, sorry about the mess, but actually, believe it or not, I actually cleaned up this a little bit. So a guy has an original hatch for here. It's thinner metal than this. I want thicker metal just to make it beefier. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get the original and use it, you know, for the template to cut out this piece, or simply just cut this piece out, cut it in half, and put some hinges on there. Not sure which way to go. So there's the turret ring, another shot at the turret ring, the fighting compartment. Here is the front. The drive sprockets are great condition, okay? I have all the gear reductions. They appear to be in good condition. The transaxle is in good condition, other than one gear is cracked. So the whole thing's going to have to come apart. When I was young and I first got this, I completely disassembled the transmission. The transmission really didn't need to be taken apart, but that's okay. So transmission is a wartime transmission. It has wartime markings on there, which is interesting. So there must have been some kind of collaboration with the license built version of this in Germany, because it was wartime. It was basically the same. Here's some kind of brake mechanism I have. I do have the gas pedal. I do have the clutch. I do have the brake. I have that all. I'm going to start working at it actually on the side, get those pieces prepared. So yeah, there's the front of it, the glacis plate, which I'm working at home. So little bits and pieces. Hoping to get ahead on that as well. So here is that one locking mechanism I was talking about. This goes above, and let me show you on the turret. So on the turret, on the inside, this will be on the inside of course, but here's the holes for it. It's going to go there, and this is what locks that the traversing mechanism. It unlocks nicely, but I have a feeling that once I clean this all up, disassemble it, lube it, take all the rust, gunk, and wax grease off of it, it'll be fine. So yeah, so here's another overview really quick. Just want to show you where I'm at. Inching away, but it's better than